Begin this morning's meeting of June 14th, 2016, Franklin County Board of Commissioners with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Brown.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our first item of business this morning is the approval of minutes of the May 26, 2016 briefing session.
I will move for approval of those briefing minutes.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks?
Aye.
The minutes have been approved.
We now have a couple of resolutions from the Domestic Relations Court.
Resolution number 436-16, resolution authorizing various contracts for the summer school educational program in the juvenile detention facility in the amount of $12,599.92.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Barb Reeves, Deputy Director. With me this morning is Andrea Jones, the Superintendent of our Juvenile Detention Center. This resolution is requesting the approval of 4 contracts to provide a 6-week program for the kids at the Juvenile Detention Center. Pending any questions, the court requests the approval of this resolution.
I'll move approval of Resolution 436-16.
And I'll second that.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks?
Aye.
Resolution number 436-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 437-16, resolution authorizing a 4th amendment to the 2016 grant agreement with the Ohio Department of Youth Services in the amount of $39,954.
This resolution is requesting changes to our 2016 grant agreement, which will be the last one for the year. The budget for the day treatment and substance abuse awareness programs need to be increased due to the increase in the number of referrals. Additionally, the court was awarded a detention alternative and enhancement grant in the amount of $17,954, which will be used to provide an honors lounge for the youth at the Juvenile Detention Center. And Andrea is here to talk a little bit about that lounge.
Great.
We continue to focus on a strength-based approach to behavioral management. So we've decided on developing a honors lounge, a place where youth will have access to gaming systems, relaxing furniture, food, and tabletop games. The mission of the Honors Lounge is to continue to challenge youth to exhibit model pro-social behavior while exposing them to an enhanced, supportive, and fun-filled environment. This will be accomplished through leisure activities with a focus on skill building. Those seeking access to the lounge will, with the assistance of staff, be required to create an individualized development plan which will focus on their long and short-term goals and their strengths and weaknesses, and we will refer to that as their roadmap to success.
Great.
Is this a proven model of success in other parts of the country or state?
Yes, in terms of the individualized plan and just giving them a different environment to focus on their goals.
That makes sense. Thanks.
It's a good idea. Thank you for doing it. It'll be good to see how this works for the youth. So we'll be looking forward to seeing how it affects recidivism and what happens.
Yes, we're going to be collecting lots of data.
That's great.
Great.
I'll move for approval of Resolution 437-16.
Second that.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks?
Aye.
Resolution number 437-16 has been adopted.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Next we have the engineer's office. And there he is.
Resolution number 438-16, establishing, altering, and widening of Leopard Road, County Road number 37, from the Heritage Rail Trail to Hayden Run Road, the City of Hilliard, Norwich Township, Franklin County, Ohio, declared necessary.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dean Ringo, County Engineer.
Cornell Robertson, Chief Deputy Engineer.
Commissioners, this is a portion of Leopard Road that is kind of in a pocket surrounded by Hilliard and a portion of Columbus, and so with some other improvements going on, we wanted to bring this to you as a potential project.
Great.
I'll move approval of Resolution 43816.
Second that.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 438-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 439-16, resolution to designate necessary signs to be erected in order to allow parking on the south side of Kinnear Road between Hess Boulevard and Rhoda Avenue.
Commissioners, we received a request from Clinton Township trustees to allow parking along Kinnear Road. We studied the traffic and parking conditions accordingly and recommend parking be allowed along the south side of Kinnear between Hess Boulevard and Rhoda Avenue.
Okay. And just a quick question. Ohio State was consulted. That's an area that will feel a lot of impact and probably really already is.
Yes, ma'am. In fact, the signs will be placed as part of the Kinnear Road pedestrian improvement, and
Right,
that
okay.
includes OSU, City of Columbus, Clinton Township, and the railroad as well.
Good. All right. Thank you.
I'll move approval of 43916.
I'll second that.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 439-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 440-16, resolution awarding contract and approving contract bond to the Shelley Company for the 2016 Franklin County Township Resurfacing Program in the amount of $2,548,548.44.
Commissioners, we do have 10 townships that are participating this year in the joint resurfacing program. We had 4 bids, and this is the lowest and best bid.
Good. I will move for approval of 44016.
Second the motion.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 440-16 has been adopted.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
And next we have the Sheriff's Office.
Resolution number 441-16, resolution authorizing future agreements with law enforcement agencies or entities to use the Franklin County Sheriff's Firing Range, Training Academy, and Scenario Training Building.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Good.
Great. How
Good.
are you?
Good, good. Albert Smith, Budget Manager for the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. Periodically throughout the year, the Sheriff's Office receives short notice requests by various law enforcement agencies to use our firing range. In order to speed up the process of finalizing usage contracts with these agencies, this resolution makes the Board of Commissioners aware that the Sheriff will be entering into these agreements per ORC 307.03. Each agreement will be for a term of 1 calendar year, ending December 31st of the year in which it's signed. Pending any questions, I request your passage of this resolution.
I'll move for passage of Resolution 44116.
And thanks to your office for answering questions and briefing. I'll second that.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 441-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Next, we have our Emergency Management Agency.
Resolution number 442-16, resolution authorizing a non-general fund supplemental appropriation to promote the Alert Franklin County mass notification system.
Good morning, Jan.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Jan Bartel, the Fiscal Manager of Franklin County Emergency Management and Homeland Security. I'm here today to request supplemental appropriations for the purpose of engaging a firm to market the county-wide mass notification system branded Alert Franklin County. This mass notification system was purchased in 2015 for the purpose of sending and receiving both jurisdictional and county-wide alerts via email, text, and phone to the citizens and public servants of Franklin County. One key part of this system is for the public to voluntarily enroll to receive the alerts that they choose and by what method they choose. Since launching Alert Franklin County on July 29, 2015, 6,510 citizens have registered to receive the alerts. While we applaud the citizens who have signed onto the Alert Franklin County, this robust system is being seriously underutilized. Alert Franklin County has been internally marketed through websites, social media, and press releases. We believe the next step is to engage a marketing firm to help us promote Alert Franklin County to all potential users. Pending any questions, Franklin County Emergency Management and Homeland Security is requesting supplemental appropriations and the passage of this resolution.
I think it's really important to get the word out on how to enroll. Do you have that information
do.
now that you can give for anybody that's watching?
Citizens can enroll online at alertfranklincounty.org. Again, that's alertfranklincounty.org.
That's great.
Jan,
Oh,
just a couple of questions. Daryl was at briefing, the director, but you mentioned 66,510. We have 1.2 million people in this
Correct.
county, so that is a very serious representation. Are there milestones in the contract so that we know that this contract is working, and if it isn't working, we can switch gears, we being the EMA, and make sure that it is going to work? I think over the weekend, and we've had many experiences, unfortunately now, but we really need this to work.
We understand that, Commissioner, and we're going to be monitoring the progress of this very carefully.
Are there milestones in the contract that the contractor has to meet?
Yes, there are.
Okay, so there will be kind of a quarterly or midway measuring of the success of the contractor.
Correct.
Okay, all right, thank you.
I'll move approval of 44216.
Second that.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye,
Resolution number 442-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
thank you. Next, we have the Veterans Services Commission.
Resolution number 443-16, resolution authorizing contract extensions for Veterans Service Commission medical and emergency transportation in the amount of $250,000.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is the third extension of this contract. We have one extension left. So if there are no other questions, I request that you pass this resolution.
You might want to mention the vehicle that's now available for veterans.
Thank you. I did mention that during
Briefing.
the briefing. The vehicle is now at Fleet, going through the logistical stuff there, and it will have its maiden voyage at Red, White, and Boone. And then we
Great.
will have an open house to introduce it to the community and all the agencies. So we're very happy. I mentioned to Ken just a moment ago that they had some professional pictures taken of the vehicle. I will shoot those out to him, and he will shoot those out to all concerned.
And it's accessible.
Oh, it's accessible. Yes, it has wheelchair, and then it has steps, has 2 offices. So, I mean, it's literally, we can roll up and do whatever we do, at the office, to the mobile office.
So those services that you perform in the office will be available on the vehicle, and just sort of recap a couple of those.
It's going to be focused on the service, because the biggest selling point of it was the nursing homes. There's 110 nursing homes in Franklin County, but we're also going to be working with the VA when they take their vehicle out. We're going to be working
Right
with
there with
them.
them. Good.
When the vet center takes their vehicle out, we're working with them. I'm working with senior options. So again, we want to dovetail with other agencies out there doing outreach and work together with other county agencies in providing these services.
That's great. That's a big improvement.
Wonderful.
Great.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for approving that. We really appreciate it. It's going to be a great service to the veterans of Franklin County.
Look forward to that.
I'll move approval of Resolution 44316.
Second that.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 443-16 has been adopted.
Thank
you.
you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Next, we have our Job and Family Services Department.
Resolution number 444-16, resolution approving a subaward amendment with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Ohio for the Youth Mentoring Program, an increase of $40,000 for a total amount of $240,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lance Porter, representing Job and Family Services. Big Brothers and Big Sisters have exceeded the number of TANF-eligible youth they originally had budgeted for the mentoring program. Initially, they budgeted for 260, and now they have nearly 350 that are participating in the mentoring program. This resolution will enable them to continue the services they currently provide through the end of the contract period, which will be September 30th of this year. Pending any questions, I'd ask for the approval of this resolution.
You do a great job with mentoring. So
Absolutely.
this is-
We have found that a lot of them, even when they're finished, they still have contact with their mentee.
Which is terrific.
Yes.
So needed. I'll move approval of 44416.
Happily second that.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 444-16 has been adopted.
I like that tourism ambassador.
Yeah, me too. We kind of were encouraged by someone to take part in this.
Gently encouraged, I'm sure, huh?
It wasn't that bad, though. We learned a lot.
Didn't you learn a lot? I learned a lot, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I never knew that Columbus was once known as Buggy Town, and
Yeah.
quite a bit.
That I knew, but there were a couple other things I didn't. Yeah, that
Well,
was
good.
amazing.
Thank you.
Good
Thanks for your
you.
efforts.
Congratulations.
Next, we have the sanitary engineers.
Resolution number 445-16. Resolution authorizing non-general fund supplemental appropriations to support various loan payments and operating expenditures.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Stephen Renner with the Sanitary Engineering Department. With your approval, we're requesting $578,685,000 in supplemental appropriations, most of which is to cover increasing cost of water and sewer.
Okay.
I will move approval of 44516.
Second that.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 445-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Next, we have our Economic Development and Planning Department, and we have some guests this morning.
Resolution number 446-16, resolution authorizing the submittal of the county's 2015 Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Good morning, Commissioners. James Schimmer, Director of Economic Development and Planning. Commissioners, we're happy to bring to you this morning this resolution, which is for the 2015 Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report, known as CAPER. In fact, as you know, Franklin County is the administrative authority for 3 HUD entitlement grants, housing and urban redevelopment. The Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, the Home Investment Partnership Allocation, and the Emergency Solutions Grant, ESG. I'm joined at the dais this morning by Mark Paxson, who is our Senior Program Manager and who's handled the CAPER for 9 years, I think. Might be 10 years now. Yeah. So I'm going to ask him to take you through it this morning.
Great.
Essentially, the CAPER is the financial report that we annually submit to HUD. It reports on the use of HUD, Housing and Urban Development Entitlement dollars. The CAPER is due to the federal government within 90 days of the close of our program year. That makes it due June 30th. During the 2015 program year, the county expended approximately $3.2 million. In return, it leveraged $42.7 million. Per HUD report PR26, which is a tax report, it shows that the county is in compliance with all HUD statutory regulations and restrictions. Further, the county continues to lead the state and nation in terms of leveraging dollars in regards to its housing activities. The county had the assistance of 29 different entities this program year, both local jurisdictions as well as agencies. They implemented our programs and policies in compliance with the Commission priorities about safeguarding the welfare of working families. In regards to having guests today, one of the programs we administer is by way of the United Way with the Fresh Foods Initiative. Here on behalf of the United Way is Harmony Cox to briefly speak about the program. And we have a guest, Bob Leakey, from the Parsons Avenue Merchants Association to speak about the individual impact in his neighborhood.
Great.
Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So yes, my name is Harmony Cox, and I manage the Fresh Foods Here initiative for the United Way of Central Ohio. I'd like to start by thanking the commissioners. We really appreciate the opportunity to speak to you today, and it's really because of the vision and the support of the commissioners that the program is where it is today. So we really appreciate that relationship, and thank you so much. So Fresh Foods Here is a program that works with small retailers across Central Ohio, typically called corner stores. And what we do is we work with those grocers to ensure that they can stock, market, and sell healthy foods. We provide them with technical assistance based around increasing their inventory of healthy foods, so fresh fruits and vegetables, low-fat dairy, whole grains, all the foods that families need to be happy and healthy, and foods that are not necessarily accessible in neighborhoods that are considered food deserts where grocery access is limited. We help our store owners market and sell those foods, and we also do a lot of outreach and work with the community to make sure that community members know that that food is present. And we also provide nutrition education, so they not only know that it's present, but they also know that eating healthy food is important. They learn how to prepare it, and they learn how to make it a part of their everyday lives. The program started in Franklinton in 2011 with 3 stores. I'm happy to share that today in 2016 we're working with 17 stores across 4 neighborhoods here in Central Ohio. We're in Franklinton, the Hilltop, we're in the Near East Side in the King Lincoln District, we're on Long Street. We are on the north side in the Linden neighborhood, and then we're in the Southern Gateway. The results from the program have been really exciting. Since the program began, the stores that we've worked with have been able to increase the quantities and varieties of healthy food that they stock, market, and sell. Healthy food varieties that are sold have increased up to 50% in our stores, which we're really excited about, and the varieties have increased up to 10%. So our stores, they're not only stocking apples, they're stocking apples and bananas. They're bringing in low-fat dairy. They're bringing in all of these foods and making them accessible to people. And the customer surveys that we do are showing us that the program works for our customers. We're hearing from them that when Fresh Foods Here is present in their neighborhood, they feel more confident that they can purchase healthy foods, and they feel more confident that they can enact healthy behaviors right in their neighborhood where they live, work, and play. So those are results that we're really excited about. I also brought some commentary from one of our store owners, Michael Little. He manages Little Village IGA on the south side. He does send his regrets. He did really want to be here today, but unfortunately, you know, he runs a small store and finding someone to cover it is difficult. But he wanted to share that he started working with the program because he knows nutrition is really important on the south side, and he wanted to help Little Village be a part of the solution to nutrition problems, and he also was looking for some unique ways to bring new customers into his business. He says that the assistance that we've offered as far as bringing in new shelving, bringing in new signage, really pointing customers towards the nutrition inventory in the store and encouraging them to purchase it, he has seen a difference. His customers have commented that it's easier to find and that they're also more excited to purchase it. And he said that the demand is growing for these foods, and he's excited to provide them. He's also, because of our encouragement, he's looking at ways to bring local food into the store for the first time. He's looking at building a partnership with Urban Farms of Central Ohio at Mid-Ohio, and looking for ways to partner and bring in new different kinds of food for his customers. So he's really excited about the program. He wanted me to share that for him. And to talk a little more about the economic impact on the South Side in general, I brought my friend Bob Lichty, and he is the Executive Director of the Parsons Avenue Merchant Association.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Hello, good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Bob Lichty, I just got introduced. And just very happy to be here. I remember this program when I got started in my ECDI days, and remember it was a fantastic program, and I've been lobbying for a while to bring it to South Columbus, and we were thrilled this past year to do it. And I remember when we started talking about which stores to work with and the reasons for that, and I brought up about the IGA down there, and it's like, well, that's not really a corner store, it's a grocery store, but it's a small grocery store. It's been there for a long time, and I have a great interest in job retention, as well as potentially job expansion, as well as getting access to the healthy foods. There certainly is a need for healthy foods in that area. A lot of folks come into that store. Their selection, you know, was nice, but not that big. And we felt that some help on the marketing end, some help maybe getting some other suppliers and stuff could be really useful, and especially as the neighborhood's changing. And this is part of our effort to get really develop more of a food economy in South Columbus too. We recruited Local Matters to a new location, and we gave them facilities for a new expansion and such down there. So they've been involved with the Fresh Food Here program. There was a cooking demo Recently, I don't think they've had anything like that before at the store. So I'm just thrilled with it, and we look forward to expanding it, and we thank you for your support of this program. It's a really cool program.
Thank you, and thanks for being here, both of you.
We
I'm
really,
happy. Oh,
we
go
really appreciate that, and it'd be great to see some data on how many customers are now, over the next year are going to use the South Side to sort of build the basis for even more expansion.
Sure, that's a good point. I don't know that we thought about, at least I haven't talked to Harmony about that, but we will pursue that. Just another point of interest, but my organization is involved with a National Institute of Health study with Ohio State and Case Western called Food Nest, and it's all about people getting access, to healthy foods. So we are starting to get data from this, and we're surveying South Columbus. So I think this data will be useful for us as we look at the sort of the retail offerings that we have in that area and where there are opportunities with that. So combining that data with some of the data you're talking about there, I think would be very helpful.
I think that would be a great match with what you're doing, Harmony, with the Corner Stores initiative. That would be wonderful to see together. Thank you.
And there are other efforts too going on, for example, at Ohio State in food security planning and so forth, and security in a very inclusive sense in many respects. So this will be great to see how this as a micro area works, and I'm sure those data will be quite helpful to everyone. Great. Thanks for being here today.
And Mark, thank you for all that you did with all of the reporting that you've had to do and with the entire CAPER. I'm happy to move for passage of 44616.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 446-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Resolution number 447-16, resolution authorizing a subordination agreement with Sharon L. Williams to allow for the refinancing of her home mortgage for the property located at 8481 Blue Lake Circle, Galloway, Ohio, 43119.
Good morning. Good morning. Jamie Edwards with Franklin County Economic Development and Planning. Commissioner Sharon Williams received $15,000 in June of 2002. She is requesting a subordination to refinance her home mortgage with Quicken Loans. The refinance would lower her monthly mortgage payment by $219.33. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
I'll move for approval of 44716.
Second the motion.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 447-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 448-16, resolution authorizing a subordination agreement with Rosemary Kirk to allow for the refinancing of her home mortgage for the property located at 8970 Stillwater Drive, Galloway, Ohio, 43119.
Rosemary Kirk received $15,000 in August of 2000. She is requesting a subordination to refinance her home mortgage with U.S. Bank. The refinance will lower her monthly mortgage payment by $181.82. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
Move approval of 448-16.
Second the motion.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 448-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 449-16, resolution authorizing a subordination agreement with Everett and Lola Martin to allow for the refinancing of their home mortgage for the property located at 7690 Dowgillin Drive, Reynoldsburg, Ohio, 43068.
Everett and Lola Martin received $5,000 in November of 2013. They are requesting a subordination to refinance their home mortgage with Quicken Loans. The refinance will lower their monthly mortgage payment by $243.83. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
I'll move approval of Resolution 449-16.
Second that.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 449-16 has been adopted.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Commissioners. Commissioners, we have two annexations on.
Resolution number 450-16, review of petition to annex .654 plus or minus acres from Jackson Township to the city of Grove City, case number ANX-EXP2-13-16.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny Snap, Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning. This resolution is to consider an expedited Type 2 annexation of .654 acres from Jackson Township to the city of Grove City. The area to be annexed includes property at 4178 Hoover Road that is located east of Hoover Road, south of Old Stringtown, and north of White Road. The petition was filed by agent and attorney Casey Wall of Clark and Wall Law on behalf of property owner Peggy Dawson. 100% of the site's perimeter is contiguous to Grove City, and the city passed resolution number CR-30-16 on May 16, 2016, indicating the services that will be provided once the annexation is approved, and a statement regarding incompatible land uses in the zoning buffer. The petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in Section 709.021 of the Ohio Revised Code. Pending any questions, we request your approval.
I'll move for approval of 45016.
Second that.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 450-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 451-16, review of petition to annex 1.858 plus or minus acres from Mifflin Township to the city of Columbus, case number ANX-EXP1-15-16.
This resolution is to consider an expedited Type 1 annexation of 1.858 acres from Mifflin Township to the city of Columbus. The area to be annexed includes property located at 3228 Westerville Road, that's west of Westerville Road, south of Mifflinville Road, and north of Oakland Park. The petition was filed on behalf of property owner Ramsire Presbyterian Church from agent attorney Jackson B. Reynolds, who is in attendance if you have any questions regarding this annexation. 21.4% of the site's perimeter is contiguous to Columbus, and the applicant has provided a copy of the annexation agreement between Mifflin Township and the city of Columbus. Pending any questions, we request approval of this annexation.
I'll move for approval of 45116.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 451-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you very much. Next, we have a couple of community partnerships today. Important ones.
Resolution number...
They are important, Commissioner.
Resolution number 452-16, resolution authorizing a collaboration agreement with Nationwide Children's Hospital to support the Franklin County Children's Behavioral Health Partnership in the amount of $450,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Carla Williams Scott, Assistant Director of Community Partnerships. This contract with Nationwide Children's Hospital will provide several core services to the youth in our community. This contract will provide increased mental health services to public schools located within Franklin County. It will allow Nationwide Children's to implement the Signs of Suicide, SOS Suicide Prevention Program in additional Franklin County public schools. Mental health services will also be integrated into the care of 4 additional Franklin County primary care clinics and expand the number of mental health outpatient visits for children and adolescents. In addition, this will also allow, this partnership will allow Nationwide Children's Hospital to operationalize a 24/7 Franklin County mental health crisis line for youth and adolescents. In 2016, it is estimated that they will provide mental health services in 39 Franklin County public schools, implement the SOS program in 14 county schools, and increase the number of primary care clinics in which Nationwide offers integrated mental health services from 4 to 8, and increase mental health outpatient visits by 5%. Pending any questions, we request your approval of this resolution.
I'll move for approval of Resolution 45216.
I'm happy to second this. This has been a long time coming. Thank you for working very closely with Nationwide Children's. Ken, you as well. This will save lives. It's so incredibly needed. I hate to say that, but it is. So this will be a really wonderful effort for families in Franklin County.
Commissioners, I think we're really very pleased to be able to support Nationwide's expansion as well. That was announced this week, which is phenomenal in its size. So this is one of the things that we can do.
And this has been under discussion by Nationwide Children's Board members for several years, so it's just very needed. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 452-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 453-16, resolution authorizing a one-year collaboration agreement with Franklin County Public Health to support an influenza vaccine campaign and administer an immunization program in the amount of $52,800.
Commissioners, this contract will allow Franklin County Public Health to provide 3,000 flu vaccinations to adult residents in Franklin County who are uninsured or underinsured. In addition, this will allow Franklin County Public Health to collaborate with partner agencies on a campaign to promote flu vaccinations this fall to combat the spread of the flu virus. Pending any questions, we request your approval of this resolution.
I'll move for approval of 453-16.
Second.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 453-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. Have a good morning.
You too.
Next, we have our Child Support Enforcement Agency.
Resolution number 454-16, resolution authorizing a sub-grant agreement between the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services and the Franklin County Child Support Enforcement Agency for the program known as the Access and Visitation Program in the amount of $35,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lori Torriero on behalf of the Franklin County Child Support Enforcement Agency. This resolution authorizes a sub-grant agreement. It's a standard form contract that the state requires to allow Franklin County to receive funds from the state. These are actually pass-through federal funds that support access and visitation in the form of supervised visitation and safe exchange for those clients who need those services, and Buckeye Ranch is our provider for those services.
I'll move approval of Resolution 454-16.
I'm happy to second. This is kind of separate, but I understand the state of Ohio voted to allow foster children to stay on benefits, not foster children, aging out of the foster system.
Mm-hmm.
Will that impact what you do at all?
Potentially not. Our statute ends child support at either age 19 or graduation from an accredited high school, whichever comes first. So whatever the state does to allow those individuals to stay on state benefits doesn't impact our collection activity.
But it will certainly be a good thing.
Oh yeah, it's definitely helpful to the foster children, but it doesn't impact child support at all.
Very helpful to the children.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Another long time coming.
Yeah.
Great.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 454-16 has been adopted.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we have the Public Facilities Management Department.
Resolution number 455-16, resolution authorizing a First Amendment to the in-building radio distribution agreement with New Par doing business as Verizon Wireless, allowing for an upgrade of an in-building radio system deployed in the Franklin County Judicial Services Building.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jim Goodman with Public Facilities Management. A charge for our agency is to provide the best possible reception in our buildings for users of cell phones and wireless devices. Our building was designed to create an opportunity for the carriers to participate and install supplemental equipment at their own expense. Verizon was a carrier which installed additional equipment at that time. They now wish to upgrade their support equipment, again at no cost to the county. Pending any questions, we recommend your approval of this agreement to ensure our building residents and visitors continue to have robust wireless coverage.
Great. I move for approval of 455-16.
Second that.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 455-16 has been adopted.
Jim, do you think that the other providers are going to follow along?
I wouldn't be surprised. It's a business decision for them. They want to keep up with the Joneses, and
I would think.
yes.
Yeah.
Resolution number 456-16, resolution authorizing a licensing agreement with Central Ohio Transit Authority for installation of a bus stop in service of Franklin County facilities located at Alum Creek Drive.
Commissioners, Code is advancing its next-gen project and taking steps to ensure their local service plan satisfies the needs of their customers into the year 2050. Included in that plan is a need for a bus stop that would be installed on property which is part of the county's office complex located at the intersection of Alum Creek Drive and Phoebus Avenue. All costs will be absorbed by CODA. The target date for installation of the shelter is May of next year. It's a win-win for both parties, Commissioners. They get their bus stop, and we get another opportunity for public transportation for county employees and visitors to our office complex in that area. We recommend your approval of this agreement.
Move approval of 456-16.
Second that.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 456-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners. Have a good week.
You too. Next, we have our Human Resources Department.
Resolution number 457-16, resolution approving personnel actions.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rob Young, representing Human Resources. Have the following personnel actions this week. Department of Animal Care and Control, 3 resignations. Child Support Enforcement Agency, 1 new hire and 9 transfers within the agency. Department of Job and Family Services, 1 promotion, 2 resignations. And Sanitary Engineering, 1 name change. Pending any questions, I request approval of the resolution.
Move approval of 457-16.
Second that.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 457-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
And finally, today, we have our Purchasing Department.
Resolution number 458-16, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $236,224.01.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Balanier representing Purchasing. The resolution before you requests your approval of 52 purchase orders. These purchase orders have been pre-certified as to the availability of funds by the county auditor. Pending any questions, we recommend their approval.
I'll move approval of resolution 458-16.
And I'll second that.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Resolution number 458-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Do we have any journalizations?
We have
today?
one from Economic Development and Planning, case number ANX-EXP2-16-16, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition, ANX-EXP2-16-16, was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on June 7, 2016. The petition is requesting to annex 1.15 plus-minus acres from Clinton Township to the City of Columbus. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on July 12, 2016. Site number 3913 Carr Road, PID number 130-004032, and portion of the Carr Road public right-of-way.
Okay, and that's it?
Yeah.
All right, well, that concludes our meeting today. Thank you for coming.
Mm.